Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we are diving into a topic that sounds like science fiction but is rapidly becoming reality: future war technologies that will shock you and completely change how conflicts are fought. The battlefield of tomorrow will look nothing like what we know today, and the pace of innovation is accelerating faster than most people realize. Modern warfare is no longer limited to soldiers, tanks, and aircraft. Technology is now the central weapon, and nations are racing to gain an edge through innovation rather than sheer numbers. The wars of the future may be decided before the first shot is fired, using systems that operate silently, invisibly, and at machine speed. One of the most shocking developments is the rise of autonomous weapons. These are machines that can identify, track, and attack targets without direct human control. Unlike traditional drones, future autonomous systems will make their own decisions in real time, analyzing data faster than any human ever could. Autonomous combat drones will swarm the battlefield in massive numbers. Instead of a single expensive aircraft, hundreds or even thousands of small, intelligent drones could be deployed at once. They will communicate with each other, adapt to threats, and overwhelm defenses through sheer coordination and speed. These drone swarms will be extremely difficult to stop. If one drone is destroyed, others will instantly adjust their strategy. This creates a form of warfare where adaptability and artificial intelligence matter more than firepower alone, forcing militaries to rethink traditional defense systems. Another revolutionary technology is artificial intelligence command systems. In the future, I will not only assist human commanders but may replace many decision-making roles entirely. These systems will analyze battlefield data, predict enemy movements, and recommend strategies in seconds. AI-driven warfare raises serious ethical and strategic questions. When machines begin making life-and-death decisions, accountability becomes unclear. However, many military planners argue that AI could reduce human error and emotional decision-making in high-pressure situations. Cyber warfare will become even more destructive and invisible. Instead of bombing cities, future conflicts may begin with digital attacks that shut down power grids, communication networks, and financial systems. Entire nations could be paralyzed without a single physical explosion. Cyber weapons are especially dangerous because they can be deployed anonymously. An attack may occur without clear evidence of who launched it, making retaliation difficult and increasing the risk of escalation based on suspicion rather than proof. Quantum computing will dramatically amplify cyber warfare capabilities. Once fully developed, quantum computers could break current encryption methods almost instantly. This would render many existing security systems useless and expose sensitive military and civilian data. Nations that achieve quantum supremacy first could gain unprecedented intelligence advantages. They would be able to intercept communications, crack secure databases, and potentially control digital infrastructure across the globe, shifting the balance of power overnight. Hypersonic weapons are another technology that will shock the world. These missiles travel at speeds greater than 5 times the speed of sound and can maneuver mid-flight. Traditional missile defense systems are not designed to stop weapons moving this fast and unpredictably. Because hypersonic missiles can strike targets within minutes, they drastically reduce reaction time. Leaders may have only seconds to decide how to respond, increasing the risk of catastrophic mistakes during moments of tension. Directed energy weapons, such as lasers and microwave systems, are also moving from theory to reality. These weapons use focused energy instead of bullets or explosives, allowing them to disable drones, missiles, and even electronic systems with pinpoint accuracy. Laser weapons offer nearly unlimited ammunition as long as power is available. This makes them ideal for defense against swarms of incoming threats, changing how militaries think about logistics and long-term engagements. Electromagnetic pulse weapons will play a major role in future conflicts. An EMP can disable electronic devices over a wide area without causing physical destruction. Modern societies, heavily dependent on electronics, are especially vulnerable to this type of attack. A single EMP strike could shut down vehicles, communication systems, medical equipment, and financial networks. The chaos caused by such an attack could be as devastating as a conventional bombing campaign, if not worse. Biotechnology will also transform warfare in disturbing ways. Advances in genetic engineering could be used to enhance soldiers' physical and cognitive abilities. Future soldiers may have improved strength, faster reaction times, and greater resistance to fatigue. While these enhancements could increase battlefield effectiveness, they raise serious ethical concerns. The line between human and machine may blur, and the long-term consequences of altering human biology for combat remain unknown. At the same time, biotechnology could be weaponized through engineered pathogens. Unlike traditional biological weapons, future versions could be designed to target specific populations based on genetic markers, making them far more precise and dangerous. Space will become a major battlefield. Satellites are essential for communication, navigation, and surveillance. Disabling or destroying them could cripple a nation's military capabilities within hours. Anti-satellite weapons are already being tested, including missiles, lasers, and cyber tools. Future wars may begin with silent battles in orbit, long before any conflict reaches the ground. Robotic ground forces will also play a larger role. Autonomous tanks, armed robots, and unmanned supply vehicles will reduce the need for human soldiers in dangerous environments. These machines will operate continuously without fatigue. Robotic soldiers could fundamentally change how wars are fought. Casualties may decrease for technologically advanced nations, but this could also lower the threshold for entering conflicts, as the human cost appears reduced. Augmented reality will transform how soldiers see the battlefield. Advanced visors and neural interfaces will overlay real-time data onto a soldier's vision, showing enemy positions, terrain information, and tactical guidance instantly. This constant stream of information could improve decision-making but also risk overwhelming the human mind. Managing information flow will become just as important as managing weapons. Brain-computer interfaces are one of the most shocking future technologies. These systems could allow soldiers to control machines, drones, or weapons using only their thoughts. Reaction times would be drastically reduced. While still experimental, this technology raises profound concerns about mental privacy and control. If thoughts can be read or influenced, the nature of personal autonomy in warfare could be fundamentally altered. Nanotechnology will enable tiny machines to perform tasks at the molecular level. In warfare, nanobots could be used for surveillance, equipment repair, or even medical treatment directly inside the human body. More disturbing applications include nanotech-based weapons that could damage materials or biological systems from within, creating threats that are extremely difficult to detect or defend against. Climate manipulation technologies may also be explored for military use. While controversial, the ability to influence weather patterns could provide strategic advantages, such as disrupting enemy supply lines or operations. Even if limited in effectiveness, the mere perception that a nation can control environmental factors could serve as a powerful psychological weapon, influencing enemy behavior without direct confrontation. Psychological warfare will be amplified by advanced media manipulation tools. Artificial intelligence can now generate realistic videos, audio, and images, making misinformation campaigns far more convincing. Deepfake technology could be used to spread false statements from world leaders, provoke unrest, or manipulate public opinion during times of crisis. Truth itself may become a battlefield. Information warfare will target emotions as much as infrastructure. By exploiting fear, confusion, and division, future conflicts could weaken societies from within before any physical attack occurs. Supply chains will become strategic targets. Advanced tracking and cyber tools will allow enemies to disrupt food, fuel, and medical supplies with precision. A nation's ability to sustain itself may determine the outcome of war. Energy warfare will also rise in importance. Control over energy sources, grids, and storage systems will be critical. Attacking energy infrastructure could bring modern cities to a standstill almost instantly. Artificial intelligence will optimize logistics and resource management in real time. Nations that master these systems will be able to sustain prolonged conflicts more efficiently than their rivals. As these technologies develop, the concept of deterrence will evolve. Traditional military strength may matter less than technological dominance and resilience against digital and psychological attacks. The speed of future warfare will be unprecedented. Decisions that once took hours or days may be made in milliseconds by machines. Human oversight may struggle to keep up with this pace. This raises the risk of unintended escalation. Automated systems reacting to perceived threats could trigger conflicts without deliberate human intent, making safeguards and international agreements more critical than ever. Despite the dangers, future war technologies may also reduce some forms of suffering. Precision weapons and advanced intelligence could limit collateral damage if used responsibly. However, history shows that new weapons often lead to new forms of destruction before rules and norms catch up. The same technologies that promise protection can also enable unprecedented harm. The gap between technologically advanced nations and others may widen dramatically. This imbalance could destabilize global power structures and increase tensions across regions. Smaller groups could also gain access to powerful technologies. As costs decrease and knowledge spreads, non-state actors may wield tools once reserved for superpowers. This democratization of advanced weapons makes future security challenges more complex. Threats may come from unexpected sources, using unconventional methods. Ultimately, future war technologies will redefine what it means to fight and to defend. The battlefield will extend into cyberspace, space, the human mind, and even the genetic code. Understanding these developments is crucial, not just for military planners, but for everyone. The choices made today will shape how these technologies are used tomorrow. As innovation continues, humanity faces a critical question. Will these powerful tools be used to prevent conflict through deterrence, or will they push the world toward more frequent and unpredictable wars? The future of warfare is not just about machines and weapons. It is about values, responsibility, and the ability to control technologies that may one day act faster than we can think. These future war technologies will shock you not only because of what they can do, but because of how deeply they will affect society, politics, and human life itself. As we move forward, awareness and discussion are essential. The future is approaching faster than expected, and the battlefield of tomorrow is already being built today.